Hi on YouTube, it's Fit Girl here. I am recording my 1 year, 3 month recovery video to follow my Bell's palsy condition. So today is July 22nd, 2011. This is a Friday. So I'm on week 64 into my recovery. That is 451 days. Or 1 year and 3 months. So this is my face now. So I'm happy with the way I have progressed, but I am still noting some things that are changing, and it may or may not be Bell's palsy related, because at this point most people would either be recovered or they would be partially recovered. And I would say that I'm as recovered as I'm going to get, but I have mild synkinesis, which is a cross-wiring of the nerve that regenerates. So, for instance, when I smile, my Bell's palsy eye closes. Or when I chew, same thing, my eye starts to squint. Luckily, those are my only real symptoms of my synkinesis, so that's kind of minor. I'm not too concerned about it, but it is something to note for those of you that are recovering. And when I look at my recovery pictures, I went from the Bell's palsy eye being too big, and then it slowly got actually normal, so that both eyes were about the same size. And that was probably about week 35 to week 42. And then my Bell's palsy eye started to get smaller, and that's when I self-diagnosed myself with synkinesis, because when I smiled, I no longer looked symmetrical. So yeah, I really only got a full symmetry for about, I don't know, a month in December. So what can you do, right? I don't think there was anything I could do in order to prevent that from happening. It's just the way my body responded to what the stresses that I've been dealing with, and the unfortunate illness itself. So what are you gonna do? So I recently just returned from a trip. I went to Florida, and I just came back from Zumba convention, which was amazing. And my body just cannot handle flying very well. On the past, I'm gonna recall 4 trips that I've gone on. I went to Maui, I went to Mexico, Costa Rica, Florida. Sick, 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 sick. Every trip that I go on where the climate is humid and dry, I seem to return with some sort of cold. And I'm not sure if I get it on the plane from the recycled air or what, but I'm getting really, really tired of it. So I think next time I'm going to go and try that supplement called Airborne, or Airborne, I don't know what it's called, but it's, I think it's just vitamins that help you, like echinacea and all these things that just help you fight off these colds so that you don't get sick. If anyone knows anything about that kind of condition, or if anyone else gets it, I'd love to hear what you have to say relieves it, because I consider myself to be a pretty healthy person, and I get sick after every time I fly. So I don't really get it. But anyways, I would recommend those of you that are recovering from Bell's palsy to really, really be diligent about taking your supplements, and especially your vitamin C. I do believe that fighting a cold is a lot of stress on your body, and if you're already trying to recover from Bell's palsy, you really don't want to be adding extra duties to the body. You know, the body's job is to repair itself. So if it has to do 5 things at once, is it going to do those 5 things very well? Who who knows, right? So if you can give your body the tools it needs to fight these illnesses off before they even, take hold, you're doing yourself a favor. Unfortunately, with Bell's palsy, hindsight is 2020, and unfortunately, nobody can tell you if you're gonna get Bell's palsy. It just happens. So there's really nothing you can do to prevent that from happening, other than try and reduce your stress, and that's all I can say. Get lots of rest, eat well, and yeah. But no one ever knows. No one ever knows if they're going to get Bell's palsy twice. So, and it does still happen. So, and I would say that just learning from you got to take something away from getting Bell's palsy. You can't just be like, oh, well, life sent me, a shitty deal. Well, no. I mean, you can think that way, but that's a pretty, closed-minded way of thinking about why did you get Bell's palsy. There's got to be some reason bigger than just life sent you a raw deal, right? For me, there was many reasons why I got sick with it. So, and not all those reasons were negative. It's crazy how when you think about it in hindsight, you can actually see some silver lining to it. But in my case, that is the truth. And it was difficult recovering from, but now that I see kind of the bigger picture, and I saw it all play out, and now that I'm mostly recovered, it was for a big reason, and I'm a very different person now than I was the day that I got sick. In a good way, like in a very good way. So, just so that you know, and that you can hopefully come out on the other side with your Bell's palsy condition, a stronger person. Because I know that even I had my weak days where I just wanted to give up and cry. The whole day I just wanted to bawl. But you can't let yourself, because that isn't what life's all about. So, okay, back to my recovery. So speaking of stress, I recently sold my house, and so as you can see behind me, I'm in the process of packing and moving. So I have now 1 month to get myself moved, and I'm moving back into my condo. So the big stress here for me is moving from a house to a condo. So I'm going to have much less space, but I think it'll be a really positive experience. It's going to allow me to declutter and refresh and start over. So sometimes that's not a bad thing. At least that's the way I'm going to look at it anyways. So, yeah. So concerning Bell's palsy, I definitely do still experience those kind of sharp, weird, intense pain in my facial muscle, and I don't even really know how to describe it, but I have heard other people talk about it, and with a kind of like a question mark, like, why does this happen to me, or am I the only one that gets this? I've never heard about it before. And well, I get it. I don't know what it's called, but I get it, and it seems to be triggered by things like extreme facial expressions. Like if I'm crying, it'll happen, or if I'm hysterically laughing, it'll happen, or if I'm washing my face too fast, I'll get the pain, or what else? Oh yeah, even doing the facial exercise video that I've posted on YouTube. When I try to do my own facial exercises, I get the pain, and it's not cool. I really don't think that I should still be experiencing pain at this point in my recovery. So I haven't been doing facial exercises, and when I do feel that pain, I stop what I'm doing and I make it go away. I have to, because it's I don't know, it makes me feel like I'm getting Bell's palsy all over again, and I don't want Bell's palsy all over again. So yeah, if those of you out there understand what I'm talking about, yeah, just know you're not alone. And what I do to, I guess, remedy it is just nothing at all. I just stop what I'm doing. I do some deep breathing. When I'm not sick, deep breathing is a lot easier. And I just, yeah, make sure I breathe and I just relax and it goes away. So just know that other people are out there and that are getting this too, and you're not a freak, but there's not really much you can do about it. So you have to deal with it, and hopefully, eventually, one of these days, it will go away and it won't bother you anymore. But even if that isn't the case, just know that you can make that pain go away on your own with mental exercises and, again, physical breathing and just reducing, again, those stresses that that are triggering it for you. Yeah, I'm feeling fantastic, even though I've been sick. I haven't had any neck pain. I haven't been in need of a massage or a chiropractor. When I feel tired, I have a hot bath at night, and that has been awesome for keeping my body healthy and happy and pain-free. So yeah, considering last year I had so much pain, and this year it's like been kind of iffy, and right now I feel like I could run a marathon and feel nothing, so that's a good sign. My body's getting back to a good place physically, which puts me in a better place mentally, and life is good. So that is my update for you today. Um, I will, though, go through my facial exercises, or my facial expressions. And I think this is probably my first video that I'm using my new Kodak. So I'm not really sure how this is going to turn out, but here we go. So this is my smile. This is my frown. This is my tongue. This is my snarl. It's weird. On my non-Bell's palsy side, I can't even do it. And then on my Bell's palsy side, this is my snarl. Not that good. My nostril flares. And I do get synkinesis on this eye when I flare my nostril. So my eyebrows. I think my eyebrows are even now. And what else? My whistle. I haven't even tried this yet. I don't think I'll ever get that back. What else? My pucker. So everything's great. Yeah, I just needed to make sure that you guys knew that I'm happy, healthy, recovering, and those of you out there that are still dealing with your own recovery process, you aren't alone. There's a ton of us out there, way more than I ever anticipated, actually. When I went to the doctor, he told me that Bell's palsy is rare, and you know, yeah, sure, the World Wide Web is worldwide, so it's huge, but there are cases of Bell's palsy everywhere. The reason that you don't see it a lot out on the streets, I've found, is because people are embarrassed. Nobody wants to show their face when they get this. So, and since most cases recover fast, within a month, you can stay at home for a month and recover, and then ta-da! So take care, and I will be talking to you again very soon. Ciao everyone, peace.